and welcome back to the channel. My name is Sinisha, and today I want to show you how to change the presets of the Gecko theme. In previous two episodes, we created the entire website using PeepSo free bundle, and now is the best time to show you how to style your website or change the preset. It doesn't necessarily always have to be white like this. Now, I already created the video where I made bunch of different presets, but I did everything offline, and the most comments that we got on that video is to show how to create the preset on the fly. So in this video, I am not going to skip anything. I'm going to show you how to create new presets, how to style the presets, and then how to allow people to actually choose the preset they want to use on the website. So let's get straight into it. But what are the presets? All right, so if you take a look at this website, you will see some colors on it. Obviously, there's a slightly grayish background, there's white boxes all over the place, header, and then footer, this go to top button, and everything can be changed to have a different color. Okay, so if you go to Gecko and then Gecko Customizer, you will see that by default, when you install the Gecko for the first time on your website, you get two presets, which are Gecko Light and Gecko Dark. If you switch to dark, the entire website becomes dark. Let me publish this, okay? And now when I refresh the page, my entire website is going to be of a different color. That's a preset, okay? By default, you have two presets. And these default presets are there as a fail-safe because you will see that it is actually asking me to duplicate the preset before I can change any options. This is very important because these default built-in presets are your fail-safe. And if you're gonna change the options in the one of the default presets built into Gecko theme, you will not be able to revert them to default, right? So let's switch back to light and then duplicate this preset. Let's give it a name, PeepSo TV light preset, and then save it. Now I have all of the options over here available for me, okay? And if I go and start changing the colors, let's start with the backgrounds, and I change to something that I don't really like, or I create something that is not visually pleasing, like this background or something like that, I can always go and delete this custom preset, okay? And my custom preset will revert back to the light, okay? I can't stress enough how important it is to have these two built-in presets, which are going to save you if you ever start creating your custom preset and then you're not happy with the final design, because anything can happen. You know, you can create most beautiful website in the world, and you can also create the ugliest website in the world. And if that happened to be the case, you can always delete your custom preset and revert to one of the built-in default ones and start from scratch. All right, so now that we know how to create a preset, how do we allow users to change their preset? Okay, to do that, first we need to create two presets. minimum, because you cannot, these default built-in presets will not be available for selection. You must create the custom presets. Okay, so from the Gecko Light, I'm going to duplicate it and simply call it light preset. Save it. Then I'm going to switch to Gecko Dark and duplicate that one as well. But this one is going to be called Dark Preset and save it. Okay? Now, choose which one you want to be default, light or dark. This means what color, what preset will be used when people visit your site for the first time, before they make a selection. Okay, I'm going to choose the light preset and then publish it. You will see that this default tag is now next to the light preset, which means this preset is going to be used when people visit my website for the first time. And also, if you don't allow the preset selection for the users, this preset will always be used on your website. But we don't want that. We want to allow people to actually choose what preset they want to use. Okay? To do that, let's go back to the WordPress, then Gecko and Settings. Here in User Preferences, let users select preferred theme, choose all custom presets or selected custom presets. And if you have more than 2 presets, you can choose which one you want to allow users to choose from, or simply give them the option to choose all custom presets. I'm going to give them these 2 options because these are the only 2 presets that I have. Save the changes, and now in the user preferences, every user will be able to choose their preset. Okay, so once they visit the website, the default preset will be used, as you can see here, right? So the white is the default preset for our website, or light preset, and we also give them the option to choose the preset. And they can do that in preferences. And theme, preferred color theme, light preset, they can switch it to dark preset, and the change is immediate. And it will stay that way until they go to preferences again and change the theme back to light, or whatever other preset you have. Okay? Let's change it back to dark. And now, even if they log out, the website will remain in their chosen preset. So next time they visit, the site will still be in the preset they choose, unless, of course, they clear the cache or use the different browser. Logging it back again will change nothing. The preset will remain the same as they choose in their profile. And as I said earlier, you can have unlimited number of presets. You can make everything red or make everything green, and depending on your color scheme, on your brand style, you can adapt the theme to look however you want. And how exactly are you going to do that? Well, in Gecko Customizer, you can choose all different options with global colors, theme colors, and even PeepSo colors. And creating an entire theme from scratch is very time-consuming process. So this video will probably be an hours long if I'm going to create just 1 or 2 presets. But I'm going to show you what options to look for when you create a preset. Okay? As usual, I'm going to create a new custom preset. So I can either copy this existing one duplicate it, or switch back to the built-in preset and duplicate that one. I like to work from scratch, so all the changes I made in the different presets are not applied to this one. So I'm going to give it a name, custom preset for PeepSo TV, and save that one. I'm also going to publish it, okay? And now I can go in and change all of the options that I want. Starting with the site, where I can change the logo and favicon and site mobile logo. But you need to be careful here, because you see this global setting, it applies to all presets. So when I change the logo here, it will be applied to all presets. There are numerous global setting options that you can choose from, and they will be applied to all presets. So it's important that you know that logo and favicons and mobile logo will always be the same. It's a global setting, and it's applied to all presets. Let's get back to categories. And now in global colors, here is where most of the good stuff is. And here is where you're going to change the color styles for your preset. Primary color is used for primary stuff like links and most of the things that are in your face. For example, this little bar over here showing what link is active will change the color based on the primary color setting that we choose. Okay, let's choose something like, let's go for the red. Okay, this is going to be our new primary color. And you will see that this button also changed, but when we hover over it, it's changing the color as well. So let's change the primary dark color to darker shade of red. Close this. And you see how change is immediate. Okay? You can change the primary shade color, which will affect something else, primary light color, and ultralight. So let's do just that. Primary shade, it's going to be some shade of red. Primary light, again, switch it back to red and make it light red. And primary ultralight will be, again, red, but very ultralight. Just follow the naming convention, publish it, and now you can see that the links have changed to red, most of the links anyway, and branding over here and stuff like that. The next important settings regarding colors is the links colors. And if you change the primary settings, the links will automatically be changed as well. So you see how links are changed to follow your primary colors. Okay, if I change the primary color to, let's say, this one, I will change it very fast. Primary color. And now I go to links. The link color is also changed because it follows the primary color. But if I change the link, let's change it link to how it was, link color only, and now go to the primary colors, you will see that primary color has remained in the color I chose previously, but the link color is now different. So that's how you can change the link color based on the on the primary color. If you change the primary color, it will change the link color as well. But now you can change the link color to something else and it will be different than the primary color. Now you'll notice that I skipped abort, warning, and success colors. And I deliberately did that because these colors are mostly going to work for every single preset that you create, and those colors are used in the situations where some error or notice message needs to be presented to the user. Okay, like for example, let's go to my friends. Look, this guy, he has no posts found. Okay, that is the color that is going to be used there. The next important option on the list is backgrounds. And yes, you can control how your backgrounds are going to look right over here. Okay, you can change the background to any color you want, but I pretty much like how it was, so I'm gonna leave it. Now these base colors are really interesting. You see how everything is white in the base of the website. So if I'm going to change this color, notice how everything is going to change to the selected color as well. Okay? So this is how you change the base of the elements for your website. I pretty much like how it was, so I'm going to change it back to how it was, right? And you can play around with different elements because, for example, see how hashtags are displayed. I think they are controlled with base gray color, and I can change that as well. Okay, so there's a lot of different style options that you can or colors that you can choose when you create your new custom preset. And I strongly advise you to play around with them. And if you don't like the end result, for example, you create some complete abomination of a preset, you can always switch to it or switch to different preset and then delete it. Okay? The last option in this category are borders and separators. And as its name says, you can style your borders and separator over here. I don't like borders and rarely use any separators, so I usually leave this alone. But you can change the colors here for the borders and separators. Let's get back to categories. And now let's see what we have in appearance. There are just a couple of options here, and you can select how much radius you want on your borders. You see how the borders are now more rounded, or I can make it totally square without borders at all. Let's keep it like this. And also you can control the drop shadows and the blur for the elements, but this doesn't look nice in my opinion, so I just keep shadows disabled or 0 pixels, right? No shadows at all. And now when I look at my website, I don't like this gray color. So I'm going back to global colors, background, base light, it needs to be lighter a little bit, and base light gray, which one is it? Well, let's close it. No. Okay. Base is good. Base gray. There it is. Okay. I want you to be a little lighter, but not as much. Okay, that's good. So you can always come back and fix what you didn't like instead of deleting the entire preset and starting from scratch. But it's important to remember what did you change where, okay? And don't be afraid to experiment with all the options. So now let's switch to the theme, and there are a few options over here that I want to discuss. So open the theme, and here you will find the header and footer. So in the header settings, you will be able to change the header background color, header text color, links, hover, and active link indicator, which has been changed automatically when we change the primary colors. And likewise, you can do the same thing. Now go back to theme in footer and change the style of your footer as well. So footer background. Okay, let me open the page that is not going to load stuff automatically, or load it until there is nothing more to show. Okay, so I can change the background of the footer, text color if I want to be something different. Let's make it more dark. Links color and links color on hover are inherited when we changed the primary colors. Okay, that is how you style the footer colors. Okay, finally, the last settings that I want to specifically highlight in this video are in the PeepSo category and activity stream, as well as chat. So PeepSo, activity stream, and chat settings. So let's check activity stream first. I can choose the pinned post border color. Let's switch it to red. And text is also going to be some shade of red. And now if I pin this post, let's quickly pin it. Pinned posts will now have this border and this text color. Likewise, you can change the backgrounds and colors for your post box. And post box is this box where you create your posts. So you can change the background, text, color of the icons. You see how everything is changing in real time. Okay? And finally, you can change in PeepSo chat settings. You can change all of the options for the chat window. And chat window is, let's open this one. Okay, so we have some conversation over here with my reply. And I can change the chat message background from my replies. Let's change it to something like this. And chat message text color participant, or chat message background from participants. I can change it to the red or whatever color I want. Okay, so it offers you a lot of flexibility to style and create your preset however you want and fit it exactly into your brand. And this is how you create a custom presets. All right, it's I know it's time-consuming process. It requires a lot of attention to details, what colors to use where, and it takes time to create a proper looking preset. But if you take that time and create 3, 4, 5 presets and give them to users, they will like you more for it. Trust me. Users like options, and when they can change the entire look of the website within the configuration, they will like you more for it. Okay, and if you like this video, also click the like button. It really helps YouTube algorithm pushing our videos to more audience. And of course, if you like our content, subscribe to our channel and hit that bell notification to be notified whenever a new video comes out. Don't forget to follow us on social media as well. Links will be in the description below. Until the next video, I wish you guys all the best with your websites. Bye!